When you think of world-changing empires, names like Rome, Egypt, or Britain come to mind. But what if I told you that the largest land empire in human history, one that redrew the map of the world, is barely mentioned today?
In the early 13th century, a tribal boy named Temujin united the Mongol clans through sheer strategy, charisma, and ruthless efficiency. He would become known as Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. Within decades, his armies, on horseback, vast and devastating, swept across Asia, the Middle East, and into Europe. No other empire ever controlled as much continuous land. For the first time in centuries, the Silk Road became safe. Under the so-called Pax Mongolica, trade exploded between East and West. Spices, silk, porcelain, gunpowder, paper, even ideas, all flowed freely across the empire. Europe got its first taste of Chinese inventions like the compass and printing, which would later fuel the Renaissance. And don't forget the passport, a Mongol invention that allowed merchants to travel the empire without being harassed. Sounds familiar, right? The Mongols weren't just warriors. They were also surprisingly tolerant rulers. They allowed religious freedom, promoted scholars and engineers, and built networks of communication across culture. Think about this. The Mongols helped transfer Arabic numerals, astrological knowledge, and medical science across continents, all in the 1200s. And along those trade routes, something else traveled too, the Black Death. It's widely believed that the plague spread westward from Mongol territory, carried by merchants and soldiers, who would go on to kill over 25 million people in Europe alone. So yes, the Mongols connected the world, but at a deadly cost. But look closely, and you'll see their fingerprints everywhere. The idea of global trade systems of diplomatic immunity, even international law around safe passage. It changed the course of history, and whether we realize it or not, it changed us. So maybe it's time to stop forgetting the empire that, quite literally, redrew the world.